to my first video of 2022. Been a bit quiet for a long time on YouTube, aside from like posting, demo songs here and there. But I thought, the background should look a little bit different if you've been following me for a little while. Stuff is still getting set up. If the lighting is a bit rubbish on this side, it's because I'm still waiting for my softboxes to arrive. So from here on out, hopefully the lighting will be a little bit better. So I'm relying on just that window to kind of light my lamp. So if the lighting changes, I am sorry. But welcome to first episode of, it's going to be a few episodes where I talk about each Strandberg that I own. And I'm going to do it chronologically. So this is the first episode. And I'm going to talk about the first Strandberg that I bought in 2015, I think. And that is this guitar, which is a Strandberg Boden OS6 from 2015. So yeah. I gravitated towards Strandberg because I initially saw a few images of their guitars online, and it was mainly through their old site, which, if any of you remember, it was like this mainly like white site with all of the US production Strandbergs way back when, and they had just announced these ones when I started looking at getting one, because I had wanted a Strandberg for about 18 months, so I was saving money and I was at uni at the time, and I'd seen a couple of videos from Pliny and Tosin, but it was mainly Pliny's video of Koki, which really just sold the whole idea about what Strandbergs were, the ergonomics and everything. So I just stumbled across the fact that they'd launched these. And let me tell you, I watched every single review that I could find because I just wanted to just know everything about the guitars. And so I'd watched every review like twice, basically. Like Gear Gods had done one, Trey from Gear Gods had done one for the 7-string, which came out first, and then one for the 6-string, which came out a little bit later than that. So as soon as it went on sale, I had to save up even more. And then I decided to get this one. I was really like trying to decide to get this one or the natural finished one with a rose. It might have been ebony, but like the darker wood fretboard. I think it might have been ebony, or it could have possibly been rosewood at the time. So I decided to go for this one anyway because I really like the idea of kind of bird's eye maple and like the black guitar, but it's not completely black. But yeah, fell in love with it instantly. It took me 10 minutes to get used to everything. I'd come from Ibanez guitars, so I'd already been used to like shreddy style guitars, but this was a different beast. It was just so much more thought out in the decisions that were made, like the no headstock, of course, the slightly slanted frets, and just everything about the design really resonated with me and who I am as a person. So yeah, immediately fell in love. I remember having 10 minutes with the guitar and I had to catch a train to get to uni for the day, and I was just like, oh man, I want to stay at home. So yeah, that was a heartbreak moment that I had to leave the guitar at home. But eventually I started going to uni with the guitar, and yeah, you start getting the questions like, is that a violin? Like what is this thing? You start shredding on it, it's like, it looks like a guitar, I guess. It certainly sounds like one. So yeah. I'm going to go through the specs of this particular guitar. I don't play it much anymore, but it is an absolute beast. So it has Seymour Duncan, Jazz and JB. I forget which way around they are. It's got a Jazz and a JB in it. And it's a flamed maple top and probably revision 3 hardware on the bridge. And on here is, so now on new Strandbergs they use metal volume and tone pots. Well, not the pots themselves, but you get what I'm saying. The like bits to sit on. These are ebony, I believe, and 5-way. I think it's like a pretty typical configuration. Stainless steel frets, glow in the dark fret markers. They're not lumen lays, but they're still glow in the dark. And swamp ash body. The neck itself is interesting actually, because I don't know if this was intentional or not, but back in the day it was a bird's eye maple fretboard, but also a bird's eye maple 3-piece neck with rosewood fillets. Rosewood filaments and carbon fiber like reinforced filaments as well. But yeah, there's some quirks about the guitar, like nowadays these at the top are arranged in the opposite direction, so I'll probably throw in like a zoomed in bit. The 6th string has the lock closest to the 0 fret, but on all of the new Strandbergs from like 2017 onwards, it's flipped around, so this screw is at the top of the guitar, and I think they did this to not have this bit sticking out so much. So if you like were playing here, and I think I've done it on a few occasions where I've hit my finger there, but I can't remember if that's why they did that. But yeah, what else about this guitar? I think that's kind of the specs anyway. That kind of wraps up like the guitar as a whole. But again, if you have any questions, anything about the guitar that you want to know more about, then yeah. But I hope you kind of enjoyed me telling you a little bit about how I discovered Strandberg. I'd be curious to know how you guys discovered the brand as well. Like, how did you know, if you own one, like what led you to get that first Strandberg? And are you still playing it? Have you got more? Yeah, I just want to hear your guys' stories as well, like how you found the brand. But yes, stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to be filming hopefully more and more this year, and you'll see this background change, I'm sure, but for now it's kind of semi-set up. The lighting situation will improve, as I say. All the usual YouTube stuff, liking and commenting and subscribing, I guess. Actually subscribe, because if I do post more videos, I guess it'd be cool if some people see them. That would be nice. So yeah, stick around and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.